What up, what up, what up? How y'all doing today, traders, players, haters, retail investors, apes, everybody? Y'all welcome to the channel, right? So I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, right? So don't take it as that. Take it for educational and entertainment purposes only, right? So today we're just gonna, get a quick recap going. What I really do want to start off with, like we're gonna talk about what happened in the AMC shareholder meeting. I got you covered with that information, right? I did a little bit of research right now. But to whoever was, whoever created that rumor that they were gonna add more shares or whatever, like seriously, like fuck you, right? Whoever started that, whoever did all the fear out there, put the FUD out there, right? Because there was no talk, there was nothing. I voted, and there was nothing in there about dilution, about adding more shares. All right, so yeah, the three main things, right, that happened at the shareholder meeting, guys. They did not get approval for a bonus for the executives, right, or executive pay package. They did not get approved, right? So I agree with that because it's tough times right now. The stock has not been doing good. The company, the sales, the numbers, everything's doing good as far as like the fundamental play. But everybody knows why we're here, right? Like AMC shareholders, we know about the squeeze. We know what's going on. So that's the first number one right thing. The second thing was that there is no shares, and he's not going to ask for shares or like ask for approval to dilute the shares, right? More as far as 2022, that's off the table. All right. And then the third thing is that they have about $100 million to invest, right? So it's like, why not do a share buyback? Why are you gonna go invest money into other things right now? Like you could literally use that 100 million and buy and take shares off, right? Sorry, my phone. Take shares off, right? So why not do that, right? Let's see. We had the executive, yeah, the share dilution, and no more, yeah, no more shares, right? So and no more bonuses. I think there was one more thing, but nothing really, exciting. Okay, so the question about them pouncing, he said they're looking into the FTDs just because they don't publicly state everything that they think is going on or whatever, right? He said like don't take the silence as that I'm not doing anything. But he said we will not pounce, until at least Q2 or after, okay? I think it's because they're still gathering data and they're going to have proof, right? He said they're already talking to the SEC about the FTD situation, and because even the FTDs came out yesterday, right? There was like over 1 million. I'll show you the data right now, right? It's just going to be a recap on the data, but I just want to more so, let you know what happened in the shareholder meeting today and go over that, right? And tomorrow, like I said, is still is June 17th tomorrow, and it's called quad witching hour, quad witching day, because there's a lot of swaps and options and contracts. So we'll have to see. There should be high volatility tomorrow. Okay, we should see high volume tomorrow too. All right, so and AMC and GME, and today I'm just going to talk about AMC and GME. I'm going to switch it over here because what I have to point out to you guys, right, was this already, that everything checks out for a short squeeze on AMC, guys. The volume was super low today. It was like 24, 25 million. The short interest right now, right, they have 118 million shares sold short. So the conditions are met. The share short, 5 times the daily volume. Short interest greater than 10%, still at 22, 23% right now. And the number of shares shorting keep increasing. We went from 150 million to 195 million, right? So just so you understand the magnitude of this, right? When we have 195 shares that are alone, which is 37.84% of the float, guys, does not make sense. He just said it again. AMC holds the public, the retail investors, they hold 80 to 90% of the shares, right? So think of it this way. You have a bunch of shorts, right, that are in the stadium. There's only one exit though, right? That's to buy back shares. All of these shorts cannot exit at the same time, right? And what is going up right now, which is, one of my favorite metrics, is the days to cover. The lower the volume, the more it screws them, because those are the buys and the sells, right? The volume for the day, but they're stuck because they cannot clear. They wouldn't be able to close all their shorts in one day, right? It would take multiple, it would take at least a week with this kind of volume. Now, volume ramps up, but there's also FOMO that comes in and all that stuff, right? So let's go. This is what I was pointing out. 3.85 days to cover. It's gone up. Intel is being super sketchy, guys. I don't know why they stopped reporting, but normally you can go and check the buy orders, right? Like when they're filed, This has not been updated since the 31st, right? But then you go to Apple, right? Apple, this is Fintel Apple, and it's showing you the buys that have been coming in June. Yesterday I said July in my video, but I meant June, right? So in June, how come I can look at other companies like Lucid too? You can go check. But for AMC, they're not reporting. Why aren't they showing us this information, right? I think that's pretty sketch. As far as the chart, well, we were just down a little bit. It's still on this trend line, guys. Nothing has really changed. The shorts don't have a time limit of when they need to close their position. It's an unlimited time, but it's an unlimited loss risk. And there has to be an event, right? There has to be a lender that has to recall the shares. There has to be a bank that recalls the shares. We are not going to cause the squeeze. It's the lenders. It's whoever owns those shares that they're lending them to. They're lending them out. When they recall them, guys, that's when the squeeze will happen, right? And nobody knows that date, right? That's what's going on. So right now it's just on the algo, all right? Most likely we're gonna make our way up to this resistance, okay? I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen here in the next week or two if we don't squeeze, if we don't see a major event, right? So whatever you need to do to be patient, to hang on, the time doesn't matter. It could be a year and a half, 2 years, whatever. There has to be an event that closes them out, right? And the borrow fee is at 15%, bounce back up, right? So 15.5 is current, right? So that's better than yesterday. Yesterday it was at 9 point something, right? Now it's at 15. These guys are losing money fast, all right? So 300,000 shares in the printer, only 7,000 because of how bad the market literally played it. It played the same way as it did last time when Fed Powell, raised interest rates. It went up that day and the next day it crashed. Same thing that happened right now. So yeah, this is, robbery. I mean, there's a lot. If this price doesn't go up tomorrow, we don't get a lot of contracts in the money, the market makers are going to make a killing, right? And then again, there's high volume on the 15th, all right? So just don't get suckered into options if you don't know what you're doing, guys. They are very risky, all right? And they're just putting these like little baits out there, right? Just to try to make some liquidity. But remember, they had gone to 40%, and what happened? The price started going up, right, when they were shorting us 40%. Now they went back to shorting us 50 or 54%, right? Because they have to. All right, options chain, like I said, I mean, it's just loaded for this week. For tomorrow, if for some reason we get a crazy volume push and we go above 20, guys, it's already going to be Friday. Guarantee you there will be a gamma ramp there, all right? There's so much potential there. Again, look how interesting. So on the 24th, right? Why is it red? Because there was a million fails to deliver that day. And then you go look at GameStop. Look at the same exact date. 170,000 fails to deliver on the same days, guys. Like, how's that? How is that even possible, right? With two different stocks that are meme stocks, right? And crazy for GME right now, 0 shares again. How many times have we seen that? 0 shares again as the fee was spiking. So as long as that fee keeps spiking, we're sitting good, right? And on the chart, it did close right below this resistance, right? But it's trying to come up. We need, like I said, tomorrow again, if we get the high volume, the high volatility, and it can crack 131, it looks like 132, but like a clean break, at least 140, right, to be clear. But then if you get that volatility, because you have the super trend still green, right? So it's saying there's still potential for green side movement. All right, the trend is green right now. So guys, don't lose your minds, right? It's just a quick recap. I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. Just want to do a quick video. This is how crazy the fee went, right? And they didn't have any shares, came back down. Now it's starting to make its way back up, but there is 0 shares currently, right? So it's not gonna give you an interest rate. Same thing with the options chain. So right at 130, there's 4,000 for GME, and at 140, there's another 4,000. All right. So we'll have to wait to see tomorrow. See what happens tomorrow, guys. Just looking at Redbox for a little bit right now. It's still holding, but they cheated again, right? So they took off the options, right? They halted the options for Redbox today. That's basically like they pulled the buy button, right? They put the options to sell only, to close only, right? So that's not cool. Every single time they stop winning, when they start losing, right? They cheat, they remove the buy buttons, they halt everything. They don't know how to lose, all right? But we're still here, guys. The movement is strong. Whoever is creating FUD out there or whatever, F you. And We're not leaving until this is over, and we decide when this is over, right? The shareholders, guys. The news doesn't decide, right? The haters, like the naysayers, whatever. When if this thing were to be over, AMC, yeah, the price would come down faster than it has before, right? Because we're the ones that are holding it up. Whoever's holding these shares, guys, that's what we're doing, right? We're sticking to our conviction, the DD, everything that we have available to us, right? But like I said, we're in the squeeze position, guys. We're just waiting. We see if something slips, something cracks, we could see some crazy movement, all right, because of the shares on loan. So that's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to say some things, get this off my mind. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, have a great day.